you this morning?
Very good.
How are you feeling? This was a really important and incredible morning, I think, for the program. What does it feel like?
Feels great. Feels great to know that the ambassador program is thriving, that Disneyland is thriving. All is well in the Magic Kingdom. It's great.
How has it changed in the last few decades from when you were running, or you were the ambassador, to today? What things have you noticed grow, change? Because there's clearly a lot different things going on.
I think the most substantial difference, and I'm sure you would agree with me, is the fact that Walt is no longer with us, and so therefore the ambassador doesn't get the interaction with Walt. That was incredible, of course, in my time to have that kind of interaction. Very open and very welcoming, and always told me, anytime you have the studio, just come on in. Any door here at the studio, go through it. It's yours. Just do it. He said, you represent this company, and you represent Disneyland, you represent me. So you never hesitate. Go. And I know most of them didn't get that opportunity. So that is the largest difference there would be between the program I did and what others have done. And of course, now that he's not even with us anymore, now that he looks down and twinkles in the stars to us, that's, the only part of him that we have. But we still have Disneyland. And that he created, so that's great. It's his magic.
What was one piece of advice that stuck with you that he gave to you that really has made an important part of your life?
Well, he told me, he had noticed me, he said, things get a little tough at times. He said, I see you smile. You tell him, what for? Well, he said, a smile can work wonders. He said, if you're working with somebody who's difficult, if you smile at them, it might take them off their guard. They might smile back. They might feel a little bit better about everything that's going on. So I said, it seems to work with people. Yeah. Almost any walk of life, no matter who you are, what country it is, what language you speak, a smile works. So he told me, he said, keep smiling. Just doing it, keep smiling. Okay, I can do that.
What were your earliest memories of coming to Disneyland as a child? And did you come in 55 and 56, or what do you remember?
Not in 55 and 56. It was a little bit later than that. But I just loved it. I mean, I just dreamed of it. We had a very large swing set out in our backyard. And I remember getting up and getting into the swing, jumping as high as I could, and I would pretend that I was out at Disneyland. I was one of the girls at Disneyland. And my mom would call out from the kitchen and say to me, Julie, what are you doing? And I got out of swing and so I said, I'm at Disneyland, Mom! So, I loved it from the beginning. I think any kid does, right?
Could you talk about the selection process when you became ambassador?
The selection process was rather lengthy. The first thing, of course, was just the panel, the 5-member panel, who were Disney executives. One of them was from the studio. He was our casting director, and then different directors here from Disneyland. And the interviews were extensive. It went on for weeks. And then afterwards, we were, as they narrowed us down, we finally got to the final 5. We took it up to Hollywood and such to do different interviews with radio, television, took the press tour up there rather than down here, and then out to dinner to other strange places. And oftentimes, they would even do the ordering for what we were going to have. So I remember at one point them asking us, what is the food that you don't like? Well, at one of the restaurants, we each got the food that we didn't like. And then the selection committee sat there and watched us, we talked. So I think the thing was, let's see what happens. Because when you get out there in the world, you're not going to know all those foods that get set on your plate in front of you. And there's always going to be somebody watching. So what are you going to do? So later on, of course, I thanked one of them. He said, the Bob, and thank you for the oysters with all that stuff on top of it. He said, no problem. I said, yeah, you'd do it for me anytime, wouldn't you? He said, hey, you made it through. He said, that's what counts. You made it through, you didn't complain, you did it. I said,
What do you think is the biggest challenge facing the Disney company, really, in just remaining relevant to this age and this day? You know, Disney,
what kind of an event?
just staying relevant to the world that we're in now.
I think connecting to the tween, because like that age group, it's probably a little bit difficult. That age group seems to be so incredibly involved in the electronic media, and the cell phones, and all of that type of thing. And I'm not sure they stop to enjoy smelling the roses, seeing the pixie dust at that age. They're identifying with each other, and I think that may be the most difficult age. When you're young, and you could be on that age, I think Disney still does it all. But he's still there with the emotion, with the heart, and the storylines.
So when you come to Disneyland today, what is that magical place for you?
Magical place is still right in town square. Entering from the back scene, as you realize we all do when we're a Disney employee, you come across and you put on your outfit, take an off your ticket, put on your outfit, and you come across the town square. For me, of course, that's where I would always see people early in the morning just coming in. And there aren't guests there at the time, it's just you and the quietness of the park. The park is crystal clear, everything's been so white, just washed down, and everything is beautiful and kind of quiet. And you know in a few moments it's not going to be that way, but you enjoy that moment. It seems to kind of carry, to me, it always carried a special magic. And of course the other thing was, that's one of the times I first met Walt. We were coming across the town square, me from one side, he from the other. I was supposed to have a VIP tour. It's very early in the morning. It was one of those smoggy, hot mornings. Smog was like, I was kind of like, I looked for them in the two spots where I thought they would be. At the front gate, or at the back, coming through the gate to the administration building at that time. Years ago, you know where the old administration was. So, they'd be there, or they'd be at the front gate. Both places, no way. Absolutely. I said, well, okay. Go across the town square again and see if maybe they're taking them over into the city hall. As I'm going across the town square, out comes Walt. And he looks at me and says, hi, what are you doing here? And I look at him like, I'm supposed to be here, I said, for a VIP tour, which I think you probably have something to do with. Really? He just comes back. Oh dear, he doesn't. Well, you have a great day. You too. And he proceeds on, I go on. A few minutes later, I think, okay, I'm going back to the other end to see if they're over there. They've got to be over there. So I'm across the town. Who comes back across town square in the other direction? Walt. And I kind of just look down, and I kind of look back up, and try again. Try again. He said, so what are you doing that for? I could ask you the same thing. I said, I'm still looking for my VIPs. Are we going to find them? And again, think you could tell me? I just thought, I kept looking. He back around a little bit and said to me, he said, that'll be a good day, don't you think? He said, if I find my VIPs, you want to know I never found them? I thought it just said to myself, it's a smoggy day, it's a hot day, I have to come in really early for this. What's he doing? What's he doing? I don't see anybody else here. Usually there are. It's just him. What's he doing? So later on, much later on, when they were selecting the ambassador, I asked him about that day. I said, got you, didn't I? Okay. That wasn't the first time either. Oh, I'm going to start getting ready for you now. He was great. He loved to tease. Always teasing.
I hate to be the person